Dear ladies and gentlemen, this is yours truly, Light Liger here, obviously, and today we're going to be talking about Tron Dapps again because a lot of my subscribers do like Tron and prefer it over Ethereum due to the fact that it's just a lot more affordable to use. Ethereum has been congested for, I don't know, the last 10 months or so, and a lot of the people from third world countries just simply being priced out from using the normal Uniswap or any other DEX or DApp in the ecosystem. And I have to say that, speaking from my personal experience, a lot of the time I made a lot more money in Tron blockchain than I did on Ethereum. But that's, a personal anecdote. So today we're going to be looking into 5 high-risk dApps on Tron. And, obviously high risk, high reward. And I do want to emphasize that a lot of things can happen with these high risk things. There can be, rug pulls, there can be exit scams, low exits, or the developers abandon the project and start a new one, or there might be million clones out of the first contract or something like that. So there's always risk involved. And now I have warned you guys before investing, but obviously some of these contracts are safe, they have been audited, and they can be trusted. But always, have one eye open, so to speak, when you be sleeping, that there's always a possibility that something may go wrong. So first thing I'm going to be featuring here is Function Island, which is actually created by a friend of mine called Mr. Function. He is actually on my own Telegram. So you can join my Telegram channel and talk with him about the code, which is, by the way, open source. Anybody can, look for it. And there has been already like 2 copies out of it, which are one-to-one copies. And it is basically proof of weak hands. So as you know, it's basically a Ponzi contract of sorts. People put in money, and basically they will get the tokens, which are called divs in this one. And every time somebody buys or sells, 10% of that purchase is distributed to the token holders. And right now, I already, by the way, withdrawn 1,000 TRX from the contract and currently sitting at 444 divs. And every time somebody buys, the price of divs goes up. Somebody sells, the price of divs goes down. And there's also very transparency, how much is inside the contract right now, what is the USD value, total supply of currently, game value in BTC, also referral program, which will give you 3% commission on all the people involved. You can also view the contract if you so desire. I think last time I checked, it is open, as you can see. So you can take a look at it, and you can, as I said, I trust the developer that he wouldn't fuck me over on this. So that's why I've invested something currently on the game. And also there's this price floor contract, which basically allows you to increase the price by basically paying amount in Tron. And this is a feature you don't see always on all of these types of contracts, but that's something you want to consider. The strategy behind it, I haven't actually done a lot of math on it. There are a lot of people who have run these proof of weak hands games for a long time. They can run for 3, 5, 6 years. I mean, the Gandhi on Ethereum has run for a very long time, since 2018, and still ongoing and accruing dividends for people. And this can be the case for this game as well. And I've talked to the developer to kind of improve some of the logos and stuff on the visual side of things, and he has registered that feedback. There's also inbuilt exchange here. I believe this is routing through Just Swap. I'm going to confirm from the owner, is this true? But basically you can send TRX and receive USDJ, and also put into the liquidity pool if you want to, but you have to approve it. So very simple concept. Long as more people come in, more divs will be created to the game, and etc. The next tab we're going to be looking is DeFi staking platform. This is a fork out of T2X, which is a fork of Hex. And a lot of people have asked me, do a video on Hex, and I've said that Hex is just too expensive because it's on Ethereum right now, and that has just made it simply just a bad investment. Hex also works a bit differently. It has the big payday system. The T2X model doesn't have that, but when people buy the tokens, where is it actually? What is the reward? The 90%, 95% of the TRX that enters to the daily auction lobby is pulled and distributed back to the stakers. So 95% of the money is actually going into the dividends. And the way it works is you enter to the auction, and every day has a different sum. I've already joined on the third day, or was it on the second day when I entered and I got my first cut. And it's staking. Once you get the dividends, you claim it from here, and I can now enter. So my entry is 500, and we will see, depending on how many entries there will be, that's how much I will be getting. So more I possibly could get if I'm going to be investing on a day where there's going to be a less of an entry. So there's been 4 million, 5 million, 9 million Tron. And there's also a referral system here for 5%, another nice thing to earn. And when you go into the actual contract, it's also open. So you can see it here. Where is it actually? There we go. And there's also apparently, dev commentary, which explains the contract for you. And when you actually get the tokens, we're going to go back into the DPS token website, you can stake them for a period of time. And the way that the staking system works basically is that I have staked half of what I got previously to be staked for 24 days, and the other one is month. And basically you will be getting dividends on that time period, and it will get these bonus day rewards based on how long you're going to be staking those tokens. And that is a very interesting system and a model. I do like it, and there can be a lot of value for it for the long term. You have to look at the charts, you have to look at the T2X, which is also a bit further on this thing. And it's one of the good opportunities because it's so much in the beginning, so early. It's like the 5th day or something. So you can still get in early and get a good cut from your investment to the game. But let's move on so this video won't be 20 minutes. We have a new tronix clone. It's not actually one-to-one clone, so there are some bit iffy parts. Is this actually a legit contract? And they pretty much copy-pasted everything from the original tronix code, which was very lucrative for me. And a lot of the people who entered, I posted about it in August for the first time, they got their money back for sure. And last day was like 60%. This bonus is at 9.3%, and I've invested 100 TRX just for the trading of it. I've made 63, and I'm about to make the money back in like 4 days. And the contract itself has right now around $2 million inside the contract. I believe tronix at its height had 7 million. More or less. And obviously I do want to say that there's a high risk because it's clone, and they use the same company address as the old thing, so the certificate is not actually true. But who knows if there's a rug pull in the contract, but it's different. Some parts are the same, but 3-tier referral program. And I don't think they're going to be, pulling the rug. If they're going to have one, it's not going to be happening soon. It's probably going to be happening at the peak or something. But, once again, it's a very high risk. But I've withdrawn money from the contract, so that part actually works. And I'm seemingly about to make the money back. Moving on to the second last one, we have Tron Shark, or Shark Tron. I featured this already earlier, and I've made 100 TRX investment on this one because they don't have an audit, so that's important. They have a white paper which is very short, but my policy usually is that you need to have an audit for me to invest in a good size of a chunk. But that's why I say high risk. And basically, by investing Tron, you will be getting the SRX token, and they got a lot of things building up, such as Shark Dice is already available, which you can play on. Looks a very clean done website, by the way, so I like this. I gotta try this later on. And they got other dApps coming out: Shark Casino, Shark Exchange. If this is going to be AMM, I'm going to be very excited for that. Shark Bet and Shark DeFi. So it seems to be an ecosystem that will have a lot of things. Them releasing their first dApp is a build of trust, so to speak. Is this provably fair? That's a good question. I haven't seen anything of such a long thing, but there's a referral program as well, which you can use to get more money by referring your friends. And the last thing I want to look at is T2X. This is the one that we talked about earlier, but this has been around for a longer time. This is the original contract, which has been audited. And this is basically, in my opinion, Hex 2.0 contract that makes sense. I invested 14th day or something, and I made apparently 13.5 TRX, and my initial investment was probably, I don't know, 100 TRX or something. So, and I put it on locked for 30 days. But sometimes you want to buy a chunk and put half of it for 14 days or 7 days, and some on the bigger things. And they have the same referral system. They've also got a swapping platform. They are building a lot more things versus the DeFi staking platform, to be honest. And there's like a real development and a roadmap that they are building out things. And there's a bit more better statistics here. So what are the current dividend pools and etc. But yes, and then there's the auction page as well. So I could enter now if I wanted to. And actually it's not too lower from the earlier days. But that's pretty much my rundown of 5 high-risk things on Tron right now. And if you're looking for quick money and you don't really care of losing it, this might be a good opportunity, guys. But I do want to say that risk is there, so don't come crying to me if something bad happens. But I will inform if there's going to be contracts being, drained or something. So I will let you know what happens. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. If you are a Tron dApp developer, you can contact me at lightliker@protonmail.com for business inquiries. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.